Today in the show, we're going to be talking about the origins of one of my favourite characters, Dazzler, Alison Blaire. So Alison was born in Gardendale, Long Island, and her mother was a very artistic person, but her father was very serious. He was actually a law student, and eventually her mother got sick of how serious her father was and would just walk out on them. And Alison would never find out why her mother walked out on her. Her father never told her. As Alison grew up though, ironically, she dreamed of becoming a singer, she dreamed of becoming an artist, and her father was not okay with that. It was only Alison's grandmother that encouraged her to be an artist, whereas her father essentially wanted Alison to go to law school and follow the same path in life as him. Then one day, Alison decided to perform at her middle school dance. She was going to perform for her school, and as she was on stage, her dance was actually attacked. And seeing that these people were pure evil, that they attacked people for the fun of it, caused Alison to get so angry that her powers manifested and she actually blinded the attackers. She kept her powers a total secret from her father. She could never let him know. And so the two of them became very distant, more so than ever before. And by the time Alison moved out to university, she didn't really want to go to law school anymore. So she decided to start exploring music and her powers. And she had the idea that she would use her powers on stage to create lights around her while she was performing, and even created her own performing suit and accessories and called herself the Dazzler. When she finished university, she told her father that she was not going to continue on to law school. She was going to go out into the world and become a singer. And that's when the two of them cut ties. The two of them did not talk after this point. With her multicolored lights, she was actually able to book a couple of gigs in New York clubs. And she actually just told everyone that the lights were from a technological secret. She became pretty well known in the disco circuit, and no one really pushed the lights too hard. But obviously, Charles Xavier and Emma Frost were able to see right through Alison's lie, and they both decided they wanted her for their respective teams. So Charles Xavier sent representatives of the X-Men over to Alison to try and get her to join, whereas Emma Frost sent thugs from the Hellfire Club to go and kidnap her. Alison was actually able to work together with the X-Men to defeat the thugs from the Hellfire Club, thus saving the day. When asked if she wanted to join the X-Men though, she said no, because she really just wanted to focus on her career. But it is worth saying, in the same issue, Kitty Pryde joined the X-Men, so this wasn't a total loss. Even though she was focusing on her career and still singing in clubs, from this point onwards, she began to work with various superheroes, like Spider-Man and the Human Torch. It was like the universe didn't want to let her be a singer without making her be a hero at the same time. She eventually won a performance spot in the new hot nightclub Numero Uno, and so the whole audience was filled with her superhero friends. But another person up for that spot was the Enchantress, and the Enchantress was really bitter that Alison got this spot over her. So while Alison was performing, the Enchantress summoned all of her minions, thus attacking the audience, which were all superheroes weirdly, and ruining Alison's performance. But thankfully, Alison was actually able to overpower the Enchantress and save the day. This did not stop Alison from following her dreams. She signed with the Harry Osgood agency, was given a backup band, a stage manager, and she started to skyrocket her career. And this is where the series Dazzler begins. If you like drama series that really focuses on characters' emotions, basically if you're a fan of the Teen Titans or the X-Men, definitely pick up this series. It's so good. It's so interesting to see that drama formula that's usually reserved for teen books just focus on one person. I mean, this series even produced one of the first ever graphic novels from Marvel. I think it was called Marvel Graphic Novel Dazzler the Movie. I've put links to mycomicshop.com down below to where you can get the series for yourself, because you should. It's such a good series, and Alison is one of my favorite characters of all time because of this series. Since the series finished, she has kind of been crapped on by other writers, but I would totally love to write her because I know I could do her justice.
It's super effective!
Okay guys, that is it for today. So what do you think of Alison? Please let me know in the comments down below. And also don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more history videos. And also don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, support the show by checking out my Patreon if you want to see bigger and better and more history videos. And also don't forget to subscribe to my vlogging channel if you'd like to start your day with me every single day. My name is Faust, this has been Exploring Comics, and it is super effective.